Little swerve right there. Easy possession catch. Dot. Are you struggling to stop the run? Be sure you check out Madden for a full guide covering all the meta formations from I form close to heavy panther. What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over the next part of this little mini scheme we've got going on. So you guys crushed the like goal. So I think we're at 17 likes last I checked. So you know what? Seeing as 15 was pretty easy to get, we're going to bump it up to 20. We'll see if you guys can hit 20 and we will continue on from there. So wide receiver corners is the play. Now again, Miami Dolphins offense. We've got our players set up to where we want them to be. This is going to be particularly important when I have the video coming out on how you can bomb cover 3. 2 different ways to bomb it. And so we've got Guy Hardman with 96 speed in the slot. And then we got Tyreek Hill at the number 1. I believe this is Sammy Watkins. I believe that's the number 3 receiver. Not entirely sure. I always get those numbers confused. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Wide receiver corner is already a preset audible. So you guys don't have to worry about setting that up. It's already there for you. So cover 3 sky, we're going to work in any kind of cover 3 is going to be the exact same thing. So both running backs on wheel routes. And then you want to go ahead and drag A. So it's looking like this. You can almost always hit A on that little drag unless they shade underneath or user guard that. If they do one of those two options, if they shade underneath and user guard it, you're going to hit the corner routes. Otherwise, a stock cover 3, you're going to hit the corners or the wheel routes, just kind of depending on how the defense is playing, or hit the drag also. So we'll snap this ball. We'll look for X on a pass to the outside. Little swerve right there. Easy possession catch. Dot on the sideline. Now this time we're going to go ahead and set this up again. Both running backs on wheels. Drag A. We'll look for Tyreek Hill. Now Tyreek Hill is going to be a lot tighter of a window to throw to. So if you're not entirely comfortable with it, then you might want to just keep Sammy Watkins on the little corner route. So you can see right there. Dot. Pass it again to the outside. Little baby swerve. And catch on the sideline every single time. Now, of course, if they put cloud flats out there, you're not going to hit those corner outs. They're simply just going to guard it really good. And instead, if you have cloud flats, you're going to take your underneath stuff. Trust me, I've learned this lesson many times through many picks making this mistake in learning this. But you're going to hit either your drag at that point or one of the running backs on a wheel route with a pass lead to the outside in a cover 3, because we got to get away from those hook curls. That's going to be really important as we get into a cover 2, which is what we're going to go into right now. So cover 2, we'll start off in a plain old Tampa 2. Principles apply. This is pretty much creating, in a sense, a smash concept. It's a high-low read with flats and corners. Really basic stuff. So in a Tampa 2, you're going to take your underneath stuff. So right here, we're going to look for Williams or Hyde. Again, make sure you're pass leading to the outside to get away from those vertical hooks. So we'll snap the ball right here. We'll pass lead it to the outside. And you can see there a gain of about, 8 yards behind that? Pretty darn solid. So we're going to set this up again. You can always hit that drag, of course, unless the user or shade underneath. You're going to have to hit it at the right time, because in mid-read, no matter what you do with shading, he's not going to play that. He plays about 10 yards back. So you can go ahead and hit that anytime pretty much. So right here again, we'll look for Y. That was really bad timing. If you throw that late, the cloud flat's generally going to bite down a lot more aggressively on that little wheel route. So the key to this is make sure you hit that wheel route right when they're about to cut up field. So you got to get into practice mode and really make sure you get the timing down. Otherwise, you might end up throwing a pick right here. So we'll hit A this time. You can see right there, mid-read, plays aggressively about 10 yards off of the line, and we can hit that little drag right when he passes through the mid-read zone. So it's pretty easy, if I'm being completely honest. This isn't too hard of a read progression behind it. We'll do really quickly on cover 2 hard flats. It's super simple on the cover 2 hard flat. Cover 2 soft squats, it kind of depends on what the defenders are doing. They may drop back, they may play underneath. You got to just read the defenders. But in a cover 2 hard flat, when they start adjusting and shading underneath, really basic. In fact, we're even throwing that to Earl Thomas' side with zoned out ability, and we're easily fitting that in there. Really nothing too hard whatsoever. Again, you can hit that drag underneath. I wish they had directional spinning in this game. That was so much better than just hitting the button and praying that he goes the direction you move the stick. So we'll hit Hill this time. You see, that was probably out of bounds. I don't know. That might have been out of bounds. That might have been in bounds. But you guys can see it's really easy. There's it's not hard. you're starting from the flats and working your way up. Now, a cover 4, this is going to depend on what kind of cover 4 they're playing, the reads that you're going to make. Generally speaking, in a cover, we'll start in the harder one, a cover 4 quarters. What's going to happen is X is going to get matched, so it's going to be a match principle. So that corner out beats man coverage, he'll get opened, and then Tyreek Hill is going to get underneath the outside quarter and over the top of this curl flat. This drag is generally going to get played by this 3-rec hook pretty good. You can see right there, he gets matched, he gets bumped. We're still able to fit him late. You're able to hit both corner outs perfectly fine. The wheel routes, on the other hand, are going to be completely and utterly smothered. So you can see right there, the corner out beats his man coverage easily and able to get a dot. So now we're going to go ahead and hop out of cover 4 quarters, cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms. The reads are going to be the same thing. We'll talk a little bit about this cover 4 drop show 2, and then we'll briefly go over a man coverage. So right here, cover 4 drop show 2, same reads as a cover 3. Wait for X to get to the outside of the outside quarter and dot. Now, it is a little bit tighter of a window than outside third, but again, you can still comfortably fit it in there. Of course, if they start putting cloud flats out there, you can start taking it underneath, and just be really careful with making what decisions you're going to make. So right there, that time bad swerve, and we almost get a pick. But again, you can fit it in there about 9 times out of 10. So now, we're going to talk really quickly about man coverage. I don't want to stay on this too much. Anyways, you're going to go ahead and put both running backs on a wheel and set up everything else, slot on a drag, and you're going to have to hit walk-ins almost every single time. In a cover 2 man, especially man press, it's going to be really difficult. So again, this may not be the best thing to run against man coverage, but we're going to hit walk-ins on this little corner out. It's kind of annoying because honestly, it looks like the computer automatically knows what you're running, and you can kind of tell he gets a little bit of a shade to the outside. It's a little frustrating that happens. You just got to kind of deal with it. We'll force it to Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill isn't going to beat his man. The only reason that he beats his man right there is just because of speed. 9 times out of 10, don't ask me why. They're the same corner outs. They're not really ran any differently. But for some reason, this guy over here beats his man a lot better than Tyreek Hill. So you're generally not going to look for Tyreek Hill. We got really lucky right there. I'm not going to lie. That almost never happens for me. And so you're always going to look for Sammy Watkins. Now, right there, you can see that time he plays it and he drops it. But yeah, okay. That's a good example of what may end up happening to you, is sometimes that DB is just going to play it so well because it's like they freaking know, hey, shade to the outside and play it really well. So do keep in mind, this is not the best play to run against man defense. It is effective, but a simple adjustment of a cloud flat, you're going to be completely bagged in this corner out. So that's going to take care of this video. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure you subscribe first off. And if you guys want this to keep going, 20 likes. I mean, we crushed 15 likes. That was easy. That was too easy for you guys. So 20 likes, we're going to bump it up one more time, 20 likes, and we will keep up with this little mini scheme out of the split close Miami. And until next time, guys, get in the lab. This has been T Meister. See ya.